Princess Juliana International Airport, which handles 1.5 to 1.8 million passengers a year, with destinations to the US, Europe, and the Caribbean. And on Saturdays, such as today, there could be anywhere between 5,000 to 8,000 passengers moving.
What's going on, y'all? G-Money here at the Princess Juliana International Airport, and we are here at the temporary check-in for the Princess. And today we're going to show you exactly how your baggage goes from point A to point B right here on Restoring a Princess. So this area is called?
The whole bag screening.
The whole bag screening.
Yeah.
So once you check in, they check your bag in, they put a tag on, it comes back here.
Actually, it has two options of getting here to the whole bag screening. We have carts that comes through, and we also have a conveyor belt that was placed behind a certain counters. All they do, they just drop the bag on, and we have a baggage boy in the back here that retrieve the bag off of the belt and place it on the conveyor belt.
Wow, it's a lot of lifting.
Yep.
You are darn right.
This room used to be, before Irma, what was this? This was what?
Okay, this is basically the former arrival hall behind the immigration. You remember where the valley was for the immigration? It was above the steps. This is below the steps.
Okay.
So this is where the arrival bags used to be placed under the conveyor belt from the makeup area that comes in. So this is one of the carousels. And on the other side of the wall, you have the other carousel.
Okay. So you guys basically are working with only two carousels? One for
departure and one for arrival.
Okay, because this, I think if I'm not mistaken, this used to be the first carousel as soon as you walked in.
This was the arrival carousel.
Number
this is the
one.
first carousel behind the immigration office and the counters.
So what was the process or how difficult it was to, because you guys now had to like make a room makeshift, you guys built walls?
Actually, it was very difficult and very challenging because we were in the pavilion and the tent prior after Irma. We was right below in the makeup area first, and then we moved to the pavilion. In 2018, we moved back into the 1/3 of the building then, and this is what we set up to facilitate all the departing bags to be screened with the two machines. We have the transfer screening. There we have a little door that plays all the transfer bags that is connecting to another flight. We have that machine, and here's for all the departures.
Wow. How difficult is it to lift bags all day? You go to the gym? Yeah. You got kind of puff. Look at this. That's from lifting bags all day?
Gym too.
Gym too?
Gym too, yeah.
You ever come across a bag that you couldn't pick up?
Now guide the load.
All right, guys. Now we are in the belly of the beast, of the Princess. This is where all the action happens, with flights coming in, flights going out. Luggage has to be sorted, separated. And this is my man, Mr. Illis. How are you?
I'm good.
So what is your title here? What is your operation? What are you in charge of?
I work with the operations department, and I'm an operations coordinator. I'm one of the supervisors at the department.
Okay.
And we basically manage all of the operations there.
Okay, so let's break this down. So this is the part. So every bag here is departure.
Yes.
Now, how do they figure out what goes where? Can I see all these carts?
Based on the tags on the bag, they go to pre-designed carts.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like say this cart's Miami,
Yeah.
this is New York, this is Holland, and these guys know exactly which.
Yeah, based on the airline and flight number.
What's a suitcase?
So this is probably the busiest time. Is it a weekend?
Yes, it is. This time of the day, it is busy. It usually starts around 11 o'clock. That's when check-in really picks up. It starts at the front at check-in, comes through the screening, and then all the bags are offloaded to the carts here and then off to the aircraft.
Now, the old airport, was it the same setup like this, or was it something different?
It's the same setup, but on a much larger scale.
Much larger
so
scale.
So we're confined now, so it's a bit harder, but we're making it do.
Wow. Okay, let's take a little walk.
All right.
temporary.
Is there like a time limit for when these have to go, or is
Yes, they have to be loaded at a particular time so that once the aircraft lands, it's serviced, and then the bags go out to the aircraft. So what we have here, the offloading of the bag that will end up in arrival eventually. Then you have the fueling as well. You have the passengers disembarking onto the buses that we take for arrival.
Okay.
Is there like a science to loading up a plane and unloading a plane, or is just next bag, next bag, next bag?
Basically, yeah, do it in a safe manner as possible. That's the name of the game in aviation, safety.
Safety.
Everyone has to work together in a safe manner.
Right, obviously. Priority one is safety.
All right, so this belt is the,
This is the departure belt where the bags come out for screening.
and this is the,
Arrival belt,
Arrival
where
belt.
the bags go in.
so when it comes to bags arriving, right? You got 4 airplanes that just came in. Well, not at the same exact time, but you have
Yeah.
4 airplanes that came in.
Yeah.
How do you figure out what goes first, what goes last?
That's a good question.
Well, we do on a first come, first serve. So the first airline that comes in, we do our best to get those passengers that get the baggage claim first, for those bags to get onto the belt first. That way, the passengers take the bags off and they clear that area and more passengers can come in, because such a confined area that we have now.
Yeah.
We have to keep passengers moving. If we have a group of passengers that are in one place for too long, that creates a backup in that area. And that can be problematic.
And you have I can imagine like during Christmas time, December, this had to be.
Oh, yeah, that-
Because you have one belt to service
Yeah,
everybody coming in.
yeah.
And
But we've had to put in certain measures to kind of get past that situation where you have a large amount of bags on the belt. So we have guys inside that pull the bags off and they line them up so the passengers can take them out.
Ah. Let's go take a look inside, all right? All these people are waiting for their bags. So break down the arrival for me. Because you guys have different sections and
All
whatnot.
right, so this is the arrival section of the belt. In this area here, the bags that are going on to another destination in transit,
Okay.
they're taken off and then put through that window right there.
Oh, they go through that door. Okay.
Through that window right there, and then they're screened and then sent back out to departure to their final destination.
Okay. All right. Gotcha.
And then in this section here, the bags, once we have a high volume of bags on the belt, we start to take them off, like this gentleman is doing right here, and passengers can then come and take their bags.
Right.
That is to avoid having to...
The domino effect. And all this with one belt, people.
That's right, one belt.
And it runs a smooth operation, especially on weekends. Let me tell you something. You have been wonderful. Thank you very much,
you,
Mr.
man.
Ellis, showing us everything, the ins and outs of how this works, because a lot of people don't see behind the scenes.
yeah.
Once they check that bag and put that bag on and it goes.
Yeah, it's really tight. It's really tight. We do our best to keep everything running. We just have some patience in our operations. We do our best to get everybody out on time. You know, things happen at times, but we're doing our best.
And you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah.
Hey, this is G Money here for Restoring a Princess. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the heart button, check out future episodes, and we have a lot more coming from the Princess. Tune in.